Hi, Michael.
Hi, ma'am. Kumusta po, ma'am?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay naman. Hello, yes. Naririnig mo ako?
Apo, dinig ko na po kayo. Malinaw po ba ako sa end nyo?
Okay lang, okay lang.
Okay lang po. Apo. So, bale, thank you po talaga sa pagtanggap po ng invitation po namin sa inyo para ma-interview po. Bale, required po kasi ito sa technical writing course po namin.
Alright.
Apo.
Okay lang.
Ah, Apa. Bale kasi po gusto po namin kasi matutunan ang background sa industry pong ito. So sabi maghanap po kami ng isang professional or someone na may mga experience na po.
Okay. Si Jane interview nyo?
Ah, bale po kasi marami daw po kasing ginagawa si Sir J ngayon.
Okay. Medyo busy nga si Jay.
Opo, ang daming projects ni Sir ngayon.
Mm.
Opo. Okay na po, mag-start na po tayo, ma'am.
Sige. Okay lang. Okay.
Opo.
Yes.
Ma'am, bale, ang first question po kasi namin, ano po ba ang background po ninyo bago po kayo napunta sa virtual assistance industry po?
Actually, ang background ko is malayo dun sa niche ko ngayon. Um, I graduated with a degree in BS Accountancy.
Apo.
So, ang industry ko talaga before is manufacturing and finance. And then before I became a VA, during that time ng transition ko, I was working with Microsoft Philippines. And ang work ko doon is software asset management consultant, which is technically anti-piracy ang role namin doon.
Apo.
So, I've also worked with Filipinas Daewoo, and Filipinas Daewoo is a bus manufacturing company. So, ang hinahandle ko din doon is finance. And then, I also work with a printing company, United Graphic, Expression Corporation, and then I was also with a finance team handling sales. So, basically, ang industry ko before is really a mixture of manufacturing and then tech because I was with Microsoft. But then my work with Microsoft doesn't really have anything to do with tech because I was handling. We were doing audits within companies and ang talagang goal namin before is to check if there are companies who are using unlicensed Microsoft software. So, sobrang anlayo.
Opo, ganun po pala. Bali yung
Mhm.
second question po related din po sa first question, so maybe pwede nating skip na yun.
Okay, sige.
Apa. So, bale, dun po sa mga nabanggit po ninyong background dati, gaano po kayo tumagal doon? Like, kanino ba sa buong span na yon sa corporate world, mga ilang years po kaya yon?
Actually, I've been working since I graduated from college. So, I graduated, I think, when I was 20. So, 20 years.
I see po. Bale, ano po ba ang naging dahilan nyo para magpalit ng career? So, after 20 years, like, ano po ba ang nangyari, maybe?
Actually, I was doing well with Microsoft Philippines because the pay was good and then the environment is also actually okay.
Apa.
And I was really a sales type of person, so okay sa akin yung competitive culture ng company. But then what really prompted me was before, kasi Microsoft was in Makati, 6750 Ayala Avenue. And then I was going home every day sa 13 Martires, Cavite. So you can just imagine the traffic, 2012.
Uh,
So, papunta pa lang ng office, I'll be spending about 3 hours going to the office. So, maalis ako ng 5 in the morning, 8 alas 8 nasa Makati ako. And then, pag uwi ko ng hapon, it's another 3 hours going home. So, I was like really spending 6 hours of my life every day commuting to and from the office. So, you can just imagine that.
Opo, like, mga 6 hours po yata yung
Yes.
napupunta sa travel pa lang.
Yes, 6 hours travel time. So, I'm spending like 8 hours in the office, 6 hours sa commute. So, 14 hours of my life is nasa labas ng bahay. Ganon. So, ang one thing na nangyari, which was really the turning point, I think there was, it's not really a typhoon, but then I don't know if you remember yung habagat before 2012, nung sobrang
Opo.
nagbaha sa Manila and then other parts of the country. Umalis ako ng office ng 4 o'clock in the afternoon sa Makati and then I was able to get home around 1 a.m.
Opo.
So that's one of the things talaga which really prompted me to to start looking for jobs online.
Opo, kasi na-stranded po talaga nun 'no, gano'n po talaga ata 'pag
Yes.
malakas ang
Oo.
ulan.
It was one of the worst.
Mm.
Mhm.
Ah, bale po, bukod po doon, meron pa po ba kayo maybe like, other reasons or mga, ibang bagay na nakapag-convince talaga sa inyo na maging virtual assistant other than sa kasi yun nga, weather conditions, yung traffic at yung layo ng tina-travel ninyo?
Well, for one of the things is that because I love writing. When I started working online, one of the niches that I was into was writing. So I was able to find really good clients who were really paying well or good money for the writing that I do. And then I think one of the major reasons is money as well. Let's face it.
Opo.
Hmm.
I see. Bale gaano na po kayo katagal sa industry na 'to, virtual
Um,
assistant?
Full time, I started working. I resigned from Microsoft December 31, 2012. So from January 1, 2013, full time ako. But then prior to that, a few months back, around 2012 then, I was doing part-time work for some of my friends who are already VAs. So for some of my friends, I was doing social media management, and then for some, I was doing writing. So full time siguro almost 4, and then counting the days or the months that I was still a part-time worker, 4.5 years maybe.
Opo, sa mga 4 to 4.5 years, gano'n po.
Yes, oo.
I see. Bale do'n po sa tinagal po niyo ng mga 4 years or more than 4 years po na experience po ninyo, ano-ano pong nature ng work as a virtual assistant ang nagawa ninyo other than writing and social media?
I also do research. I also do research work for some clients. There was one who hired me. He's from the UK. He actually hired me to read books for him, like books by there was a book I think by uh, Own the Race Course. I forgot who's the author of that book. It's a book about social media. So he asked me to read through it, and then as well as another book, Job Right Hook. That's by Gary.
Aha.
So I was actually doing reading for the client. Like I will just tell him kung ano ba yung pinaka-gist talaga ng book. And then I also do web content management. But then basically for WordPress websites. And then customer support service, we're also doing that. And design management for a client for a startup in the US. And what else? Let me check.
Apa.
Basically writing, article writing and blogging.
Opo, okay.
Mhm.
So yun po yung pinaka-main na niche po ninyo?
Social media, actually right now social media management. But then you cannot really separate social media with web content management eh. Kasi it goes hand in hand. Like for example, whatever goes in dun sa website will go out on social media. So they're really connected.
Opo, I
Mhm.
see. Um, Bale po, in terms of social media po, alin po mga platforms ang usually na nire-require ng mga clients po?
Twitter is number one,
Apa.
and then Facebook, LinkedIn, also Instagram right now. And then since video is a huge thing, also YouTube. But then since nagro-roll out si Facebook ng videos, or Facebook is also gearing towards videos, Facebook pa rin babagsak. But then
Apa.
number one is Twitter.
Twitter po pa rin ang number one.
Actually depende sa niche, because there are some businesses which will, like for example, consulting companies.